Assalamu alaikum. My name is Mr. Mustafa Akram Amr. I am a science and physics teacher, and today we have an easy lesson and it talks about the math. Lesson number 1, unit number 1 in first term for grade 6. And if you're ready, let's get started. Our lesson have 4 questions and all of them is very easy. And they are: what is the meaning of mass? What are the properties of mass? What are the measuring units of mass? Okay, what are the measuring devices of mass? Let's get started. What is meaning of mass? The mass means the amount of matter in an object. Amount of matter in an object. It's the amount of matter in an object. For example, we have 2 boxes. As you see, we have 2 boxes. One of them is empty and the other is full. So, box number 1 is full. Why? Because it has amount of matter in it. And other box is empty. Why? Because it doesn't have the matter in it. Okay? So, which one of them has the mass of course? Object number 1 or box number 1. Why? Because it has the amount of matter in an object. Okay? Let's go to question number 2. What are the properties of mass? Anything in our life has a mass. For example, when I asked you about your car, please tell me what are the properties of your car. You will say, it's red car, it's big car, it's family car, and it's fast car. All of these properties, it's very important. Okay, so the mass also has properties, and we have 3 properties for mass. And one of them, all matter have mass, whatever their physics states. As we know, we have 3 physics state for matter: solid state, gas state, and liquid state. That means the water has mass, the ice has mass, the water vapor has a mass, and other thing in their physics states has a mass. Okay, let's go to property number 2, and it says the mass depends on the amount of matter in an object. The mass depends on the amount of matter in an object. So, in here we have 2 boxes. One of them is empty and the other is full. So, box number 1 doesn't have a matter in it. Okay, so it doesn't have the mass. And box number 2, it has a matter in it, so it has the mass. So if the amount of matter increased in the object, the mass of this object increases, and vice versa. If I asked you about your mass and you said my mass equal 60 kilogram, if you eat anything or drink anything, your mass will increase. Why? Because you increased the amount of matter in your body. Okay, you increased the amount of matter in your body. Let's go to property number 3, and it says the mass of any object is fixed value. Fixed value means constant. Okay, and it doesn't change by changing the place of matter. For example, picture number 1. In picture number 1, we have our friend, and his name is Muhammad. When he measured its mass on the Earth's surface, he found its mass equal 50 kilogram. After that, he traveled to the moon's surface and he measured its mass, and he found its mass equal 50 kilogram. What do you think its mass will be on the Mars surface? Excellent. His mass will be 50 kilogram. Why? Because the mass doesn't change by changing the place of matter. So your mass in Egypt equal your mass in Saudi Arabia equal your mass in United States of America. Okay? Let's go to question number 4, and it says, question number 3. What are the measuring units of mass? What are the measuring units of mass? We use gram when measure small masses. Small masses. For example, paper clip, gold, silver. But why we use gram with gold and silver? Gold and silver are metal, and they are very, very expensive. Okay, so when we pay a ring of gold, we say, please, I need a ring, and its mass equal about 5 grams. Okay, 5 grams. Why? Because the gold is very, very expensive. Also, silver is very expensive metal. Don't like gold, but it's very expensive. Okay, and we use the kilogram when measure mass of large things. For example, cheese, fruits, vegetables, chicken, meat, and fish. Okay, we can say, please, I need 100 kilogram of chicken, or please, I need 500 grams of fish. Of course not. Okay, please, I need 1 kilogram of apple. Please, I need 1 kilogram of fruits and other things. Okay, so 1 kilogram equal 1000 gram. 1 kilogram equal 1000 gram. Okay, if I asked you what is meant by the mass of a glass cup equal 100 gram, it means the amount of glass in this cup equal 100 gram. So if I asked you what is meant by the mass of plastic cup equal 100 gram, it means the amount of plastic in this cup equal 100 gram. Okay, so let's go to question number 4, and it says, what is the measuring devices of mass? Mass is measured by different types of scales. For example, a type of scale, we use it to measure small masses. Okay, small masses. For example, gold, silver, paper clip, and other things. Okay, and this scale, we called it sensitive 1-arm digital scale. Sensitive 1-arm digital scale. Scale number 2, and we call sensitive 2-arms scale. Okay, sensitive 2-arms scale. And all of these scales use gram unit. Okay, type of scale, we use it to measure large masses, like balance scale, one arm pointer scale, digital scale. Okay, and all of them scales use kilogram unit. Okay, now we have questions, and please open your notebook and answer these questions. Complete the following sentences. Question number 1. It's the amount of matter in an object. It's the amount of matter in an object. Number 2. 500 grams equal space kilogram. The measuring units of mass are space and space. We use space or space scale to measure small masses. And sentence number 5, we use space and space scale to measure big masses. Thank you for listening to me, and see you in next lesson.